Hello everyone, welcome back, and today we're going to be doing a Q&A session. So I know many of you in the comments have been asking some very interesting questions about animals, just what I'm doing with them, as well as like if I should keep something, as well as some other stuff. But I collected some of my favorite questions from the comments section. I'm not going to be saying like who said what. I didn't really get approval for a lot of them, meaning I don't want to show people's channels if that could be their actual name. So I'm just saying these questions very broadly. Some of you have asked some of the same questions, so I decided let's write them all down and we're going to go through them all. So the first one is about cherry shrimp, like if I could keep them with my pet betta Luna. So the answer is no. I sadly am allergic to shellfish, so I cannot keep cherry shrimp. If I was not, I would 100% be keeping them in some form. I love the color red, and I think cherry shrimp are super cool. I love seeing them on YouTube darting around, cleaning up stuff with their little pinchers, just taking off little pieces of debris on moss. I think that's really neat. But I would not want to risk my life just for some little shrimp. I even have some EpiPens here in case I, for some reason, had anaphylactic shock if I was out in public and accidentally ate something contaminated with maybe lobster or crab or whatnot. The other question is a fountain good for a turtle? So I'm assuming this is in a pond. Yes, you would want a fountain. It'll keep the water moving around and oxygenated if you have any fish. Also, just makes the water a lot healthier in general, I've found. Think of it like this: if you were out in a stream and there's a waterfall rushing through, going through all the rocks and things, it's a lot clearer than if you were in a puddle or even just a swamp. There's less water movement. It's usually a lot murkier, and that's why lots of animals like catfish live in there, because they have their whiskers and they can see through. Well, not see, but they can. It helps them figure out how to move around in the murky water. How big is Bubbles' aquarium? This is a question from an older one, before Bubbles was in the pond. So her aquarium at the time of this video was 55 gallons. Then we set up a pond for the backyard, which is 150 gallons. So she has a lot more space now. I would say if you were planning to get a red-eared slider or any other turtle similar, like a yellow belly, a painted turtle, it might be a better idea. Like if you want an aquarium, like at least a 75. I really wish we got something like that instead. But if you want a large aquarium like that, it's a lot cheaper just ending up getting a pond, and it'll look a lot neater as well. So, where did you get Bubbles from? So, we bought Bubbles, this was a very long time ago, maybe 10 years ago when she was the size of a quarter. And I remember getting her. We got her in the mail. It was from a store. This was 10 years ago, so I don't know how much this has changed. My parents ordered her online from a place called My Turtle Store. You can look it up online. They have tons of exotic turtles. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but they do have some neat stuff. If you ever want to browse around on the internet, seeing what kinds of neat turtles you could get. And what is your favorite aquatic plant? So I love plants. I own many different kinds of plants, but I'd have to say that my favorite of all time, if I could only keep one kind of plant, I'd probably say Anubias nana. I just love Anubias. You can, like, throw it on a piece of wood and it'll grow, throw it in a rock, let it float around, it'll grow in any of those places, and I can't kill it, which I really enjoy as well. So, if you ever need a really easy plant to care for, get an Anubias nana. I've cut up mine in several places. I even have some growing on land as well. If the air is humid enough, like in the frog tank that I have, it'll even grow on land. So that's my favorite plant. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. I'm willing to do another one of these. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. That might be my favorite part of having a YouTube channel. Seeing all you guys' support in the comments is a lot of fun. So any questions at all? Nothing too personal, really. If you guys are wondering anything about turtles, plants, fish, I'll be very happy to answer. And I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.